Liam Payne's dealer leaks some private messages. We have to talk about this, but before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian and I cover all things pop culture. So if you are looking for a beautiful community, because I do have to say we are a beautiful community that we spill tea, we talk about, pop culture things. We have been covering Liam Payne, but I'm so grateful that we have been doing it with so much love and respect. And also, we all just want the same thing, which is justice for Liam. Now, Braian Paiz, he has been a social media butterfly. You would think that he is the brand new influencer, girl. I have no idea. It's like he is in a state of denial. He is in one of the 3 people being investigated for the passing of Liam Payne. Basically, he has done already 2 interviews. I have reached out to him. I just reached out to him once again, and I'm waiting for a reply to see if I can finally get that interview. I already wrote down all of the questions that you guys want me to ask him, and I'm going to. The first question I'm going to ask is, I'm so sorry. So my husband is setting up Christmas decorations in the living room. He's in his home improvement, like he thinks he's on one of those shows, the extreme makeover homes, and he talks to himself. He's like, so now we're gonna put the screw in the wall and we're gonna set up the thing. And then I go out there, bitch, and it's like a tsunami hit. I'm not even kidding. There's boxes everywhere, girl. Anyways, listen. I reached out to him, and the first thing I'm gonna ask him is what he meant with that. Girl, I'll be back. I'm gonna wait for him to finish because we can't continue like this. Okay, I'll be back. All right, so listen. Quite frankly, I'm not interested in dancing around any type of questions. I'm not going to let him gaslight us. I'm not going to let him do none of that. If he's going to accept that interview with me, we're going to talk very well. He just posted, like literally right now, he posted a ask me questions on his Instagram. So I asked him, hey, when can we do that interview? So stay tuned for that answer. Listen, he's been trying very desperately to show everyone that he has, a good heart, that he has a good life, and he's trying to prove it, telling everyone that there's more to him than substance, issues, that he had nothing to do with Liam's passing. So he posted a bunch of DMs from him and that news station that he spoke to in the first interview, where he says they manipulated, edited, and put words in that were not even his. And he posted it for like maybe 5 minutes or so, and I caught the screenshots. So take a look at this. All right, so we have some tea on Braian Paiz, which is the alleged dealer of Liam Payne. Girl, the one who said he had an intimate moment with Liam. Well, he has been very active on social media, and he posted a conversation in Spanish. So I'm going to translate it for you. All right, so he posted like a video, like a screen recording of a conversation, and he writes, así de fácil cae en su trampa, el mismo día del despido, en la tarde, como supieron antes de todo. That's how easy it is to fall in a trap. The same day I got fired in the afternoon, how did they know before? Then he writes here, sin pruebas siguen por un mensaje de WhatsApp, pero nunca hablar por acá. ¿Qué? All right, then here he writes, sin pruebas, según por un mensaje de WhatsApp, pero nunca hablar por esa app. Okay, he wrote it a little bit wrong, to be very honest with you, but okay, it says without proof, and just due to a WhatsApp message, but never talk through that app. I don't know what that means. Then down here he writes, soy un poco fácil, muy confianzudo. I'm a little bit easy and I trust very easily. Okay, so now let's look at the conversation. So on top it says, Braian, ¿cómo andas? Soy Marina de Telefe Noticias. Braian, how are you? I am Marina from Telef Noticias, which I believe is the same news station that interviewed him, that infamous interview that he did. Okay, so then he writes, hi, I was just about to write to you. Me hablas de parte de Axel. Can you speak to me on behalf of Axel? Axel, I don't know what that means. So then she replies, no te encontré porque me llegaron los nombres implicados en la causa de Liam, entonces no sabía qué situación tenías vos si quieres hablar. I didn't, no te encontré porque me llegaron los, I didn't find you because I received the names of the, I guess the 3 that are being implicated in the passing of Liam. And so I didn't know what situation you had. Si quieres hablar, if you want to talk. Okay, so this is like the tricky part. He said that he wanted to go to the authorities yesterday. But they couldn't help him. He told them why he was going, like what was the reason he was going. And then they told him to go to another court or like to another place of authority, I guess. And then when he went, they told him that it was going to be then he went to this other place. They told him it was going to be on the 3rd floor. But then when he went to the 3rd floor, it was a closed bathroom. I have no idea why he's sharing this. It makes no sense. But if it makes sense to you, girl, please let me know. Then he's asking her, do you know where I could go? All right, then he says, the thing is, I don't trust information I have, not even trusted if it's gonna work. Solo estuve 2 días antes con Liam. I was just with Liam 2 days ago, and I saw things, and he showed me things. Sigo buscando donde poder ir para I'm still looking for where I can go so I can give my my testimony. But I can't find a place to go. Then she writes, pero tienes un abogado, eso es lo principal. Then she writes, but do you have a lawyer? That's the most important thing. A lawyer is going to help you in all of that. Además, a los medios ya nos llegó tu nombre como una... oh my God, this is crazy. Anyways, the media has already received your name as one of the people allegedly implicated in Liam Payne's death. So then he says, I don't have anything. I'm alone. I'm trying to search for answers, but nobody is helping me. Trataron de conseguirme uno. They tried to find me one, but he said no. I went to the school of lawyers and they all said no too. So I guess he's trying to say that he is trying to get a lawyer, but nobody wants to work with him. The only thing Liam said to me was que confía, to trust him and that he trusts in him. Girl, what? And then she writes, here is my phone and maybe it'll be easier to talk through WhatsApp. Then he writes, do you know if they could open the cell phone and the Mac? Then she gives her number and then he says, bueno, estoy ingresando a mi trabajo, tengo turnos partidos, cortado. All right, I'm going to go into work now. I have different shifts. All right, so that was the messages that he posted on his Instagram story that he wants us to read. He's currently answering questions right now, so I will probably have to give you guys all the questions in the next video, but this is when I found that he just posted answering, hey, can you just please tell the truth? And so he writes, I wish to know the truth as well. The authorities have everything that they need and that they've asked of me. Says here that la verdad no la tengo yo. I don't have the truth. Ya lo dije muchas veces. I already said that a lot of times. I am the same as you guys without knowing. With the difference, but the difference is that I saw things that could help the investigation. That's the thing that confuses me about him, is that he always drops these like little things where he says something that could mean so many different things and then he goes away. And that's the thing that I want to ask him on my interview that hopefully he'll give me, that like, why do you do that? Like, why do you drop little things of information that could be truth, could be a lie, and then you just leave it up for our imagination just so we get more curious about you and we are more like dedicated into watching your every move, you know, like we're intrigued. Do you know what I mean? Like, are you doing that for attention or are you doing that because you can tell more? Like, what is really going on here? I've always believed that the hotel and the authorities are working together. That's my opinion. I mean, I'm saying allegedly, of course, but that is my opinion. I think that there's a huge cover up, and I do think that they're trying to bring in Braian Paiz and implicate him in a little degree. If I'm being very honest, I don't trust a word that Braian Paiz says. That's just my honest opinion. Maybe that's why he doesn't want to do the interview with me. But listen, I don't trust a word he says because there is something about him that I just find to be such a user. He's so active on social media. He wants so much people, so badly for people to follow him, and he wants his 15 minutes of fame. He wants his 15 minutes of fame. And I'm just thinking, you are being investigated for the passing of one of the most loved persons in the whole world, and you're out here doing story times and showing your paintings. Like, do you know what is going on, what people are saying about you? Like, do you know how serious this is? So that's the thing I also want to ask him. I'm like, girl, what planet do you live on? Because it's not here on Earth with us, girl, okay? Listen, I think at the end of the day, I just don't trust the authorities doing this investigation. I think that the fact that somebody who is being investigated is freely, posting things and being super active on social media and doing interviews. He's already done 2, and Roger Norris is allegedly getting off the hook, and the other one who is implicated is nowhere to be found. They're not taking this shit serious. So I'm over here like, well, you know what? If they're not taking it serious, then we could do our part, right? I want to do this as respectful as possible. I want to do this as honest as possible. But I really do think that we're reaching a point where people are just kind of, I feel like it's just the fans, and I'm sure Liam's family, but I just don't think people are like taking this too serious. Like last night we had a Thanksgiving dinner with our friends, and they asked me about Liam Payne, and they're like, oh my God, it's so sad. He was such a drug addict. And I'm like, first of all, he's been open about, substance abuse and this and that, but there's absolutely no proof. And I explained everything to them. They could not believe the things that I was telling them. They were in shock because the media, that what they've read is, oh yeah, no, he died of an overdose and he fell. That's it. That's not how it happened, girl. Okay? I don't believe that in my heart. And when I told them everything, they were like, oh shit, that makes sense. So they're like, and one of my friends was like, so I'm sure this is like paralyzing all of Argentina with the authorities and stuff. I'm like, no, one of the people being investigated is out here doing interviews, and they're like, they're not taking that serious. So, the media is trying to work one way. The authorities in Argentina is working another way. Braian Paiz is out here making all these interviews, which, by the way, Braian Paiz, listen, if you are watching, I heard that he might be a little scared to come on my channel because of the things I'm going to ask him. Listen, if you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear. So let me ask my questions that me and my friends want to find out. If you're out here doing interviews, it's because you want us to know something. So let us know it. But yeah, what do you guys think about these DMs that he leaked? I think that he's going to be leaking a lot more things. I think that he's showing everyone, I think he's desperately showing people that he has nothing to do with any of the things that he is being implicated for. Do I trust him? No. Do I think he knows more? Yes. Do I think the authorities is working with the hotel? Yes. Do I think we're going to have justice for Liam? Hopefully. If Liam's family and team get down to Argentina again, which sucks because I'm sure all they want to do is grief, and they want to just kind of, go about their life and grieve and try to find a new normal. But I think that Liam deserves justice, and I just don't think he's getting it right now. So what do you all think? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. I am so grateful and thankful for each and every one of you. I don't take any of you all for granted. I'm so grateful to start the month of December with you. You guys are my everything. I did a little video of my Thanksgiving that I wanted to share with you guys just to lighten the mood a little bit. But just know that I'm not going to give up on justice for Liam. I'm going to do my part, doing as respectful as possible, and giving you guys all the latest updates. So I love you, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.
It's not Thanksgiving. I always do it on Thanksgiving. And this year, it was a little bit different. So...
A blessing to be. Cheers!
We got it! We got it!
Round 2 now.
Amen!